Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Spencer, and on today's episode we begin our journey through Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. This is a dungeon crawling gateway into the world of Gloomhaven. This really helps new players who may be intimidated by Gloomhaven to get into the journey step by step. We're playing each scenario as an episode. It's about 25 scenarios, I think. I've played the first 5 before. I'm restarting it, starting with scenario 1. We're taking the hatchet and the red guard, and we'll be playing solo, two-handed, as we journey through this world of Gloomhaven. And maybe, if this goes well enough, we'll get the big box, and we will dive into that. But let's see how this goes first. I'm really excited to start this. I hope you'll join me on this adventure. And as always, if you enjoy this content, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And without anything else needing to be said, let's get started. Okay, welcome back down to the table. We have everything set up. I'm just going to go over a couple things first, and then we'll dive right into the gameplay. We're playing the hatchet and the red guard. At the end of the episode, I think we'll go ahead and fill these out, and we'll get that all situated, but we don't have to worry about that right now. We have our scenario board here. This is basically the play area that we'll be working with. We have our mini guys here, which I did paint. And then we have our Vermling Raiders, who are the enemies we're going to be fighting with today, or in this scenario. So first of all, how Gloomhaven works is you get these cards, and in the middle, that's your initiative. Lower number goes first. So you can see 24, 25, 64, 51, 18... And then when you play, you pick 2 cards, and on each card, we're going to do a top action and a bottom action. Can't do 2 tops, can't do 2 bottoms. You pick 1 top and 1 bottom. Also, you'll notice here, these are basic maneuvers. If you can't do any of this, you just do a basic attack of 2 or a basic movement of 2. But you'll see that play out more as we play. One of the things I mentioned before, it's great if you're new to Gloomhaven. This first 5 scenarios takes you through everything. So we're just gonna kind of go through this briefly and just kind of go along with it. So we have scenario 1, which we have here on the table. We have everything that we need for our character set out. Off screen, I do have health. You can't really see it. There's not enough room within the camera to get everything, so we're trying to just adjust this a little bit like that. A little bit like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so each character has a health, and the blue is experience. And yeah. When you make an attack, we each have our own decks. When you make an attack, you flip it over. So that was +0. So if I do 3 +0, some of these, I guess you could see, -2, +1, 0. I believe these ones have a 2x, which will do 2 times your damage. There's also a null, which will just cancel the whole thing. But there's only one of those in there at the beginning. Each character has their own modifier, attack modifier, and then the bad guys themselves have a modifier as well. Shuffle these up here a little bit. Alright, that's on there. For the bad guys, every mob or minion type, I guess you could say, comes with one of these sheets, and you slide them in here like that. This is a level 1, So the basic ones do have 5 health, move 1, attack for 2. And then here's where you keep track of all their statuses and all of that good stuff there. And then obviously as they increase, you can get up to level 3. On the back, 4, 5, 6, even level 7, 31 health for the elites. So we'll slide that in there. Elites on this side, 10 health. Oops. 10 health, 1 movement. Maybe. There it goes. 10 health, 1 movement, 2 attack for the elites. Those are denoted here by the gold. That's how you know it's an elite. So you set everything up. We got all this set up. We need to place our characters on the board. I need to step aside for 1 second. Let me see. Okay, we're back. So, we got everything set up. Oops, 10 health. 0. This one's kind of loose. It's not as loose. Oh yeah, that's better. 10 health. 0 experience. Okay. Alright, so this is all set up, good to go. I'm going to read a little bit here. This is the Enoch's Hatchet. The Enochs are a primitive and barbaric race, preferring to live in small nomadic tribes scattered across the wilderness. There, they subsist through hunting and gathering, scraping together a meager existence while fighting off the more dangerous creatures of the wilds. What they lack in intelligence and sophistication, they make up for with their superior strength and size, always eager to prove themselves in a challenge. And one should certainly take care to challenging an Enochs. Their society does not pay much heed to ethics or morality. For the Enochs, it's all about survival. Kill or be killed. While any normal Enochs may be valued in Gloomhaven for their brute strength and endurance with manual labor, if you want to be a successful mercenary in the city, sometimes a little more finesse is required. Hatchets have fully embraced the life in the city, outfitting themselves with the latest fashions. It is all a bit of a front, though, as their true passion lies in their arsenal. No one is a better marksman with a throwing axe, and if anybody wants to challenge that claim, they had better prepared for a duel to the death. So that's a little bit about the Enoch's Hatchet. You'll see good ranged attacks with his hatchet. And with his axe, I mean. And then the Valrath Redguard. Let's see. Though their demon-like qualities make them feared by many, Valraths are, for the most part, well-mannered and gentle, preferring to solve problems through diplomacy rather than violence. They come from a dark and bloody heritage of genocide and welfare, and as they have become more civilized, have simply made concerned efforts to put their past behind them. Valraths pride themselves on being able to integrate themselves peacefully into human society, often becoming wealthy merchants or influential politicians. Not every Valrath can be peaceful, however. There is a specific caste in the Valrath capital of Jinda, tasked with protecting the city. It is a prestigious position, and one not easily lived up to. Outcast from Jinda for unknown crimes, the Red Guard found it too difficult to part from their identity as a protector, keeping the distinctive red armor, as well as their chained sickle and shield. The only place to find work was a mercenary in Gloomhaven, and maybe, just maybe, by standing on the front lines and keeping their allies from harm. The Red Guard will find some way to redeem themselves, not in the eyes of the Jinda culture, which has permanently turned its back, but at least within their own esteem. So, someone looking for a little redemption. Okay, so, the next thing, that we have everything set up, let's see. Scenario 1, we've gone through all that. We have dials, we've set up the entire play area. Introduction text, special rules text, conclusion text, all of that, that's good. Playing the game, like I mentioned, you'll select cards. This goes through everything in detail, really holding your hand through the first 5 scenarios, really introducing new components to the game. That way you're not overwhelmed with rules. It's a great way to get into this game, into Gloomhaven, that world. It is everything it's cracked up to be. I've played the first 5 scenarios, like I said, and I enjoyed it. But we're gonna start here, scenario 1. So damaging and killing monsters, suffer damage, the negative conditions, monster turns, monster focus, monster move, all that stuff. And then character damage and exhaustion. Okay. All of that. Once the end of the initiative order is reached and all the figures have taken their turn in a round, the round will end. At this time, any attack modifiers... Alright, so we'll come back to this after we do our first round. And first, though, let's look at Roadside Ambush B1. Oh, one other thing. You get this awesome map. I don't know if you can see it here or not, if it'll come up. But right here, you add these little stickers. Like I said, I did the first 5 here. And then you have little check marks. I check them with a dry erase so that if I want to play again, I can play again. But this is your map. You'll unlock scenarios throughout the whole experience. And then over here, just some tokens, some hit points, traps, all that kind of thing is sitting over here for me. Okay. Scenario 1, Roadside Ambush. So we look here at the Roadside Ambush. The goal is to kill all the enemies. Very basic, straightforward. This is just getting used to playing cards, attacking minions, attacking the bad guys. So introduction. The road back to Gloomhaven has been long, and now to get attacked by vermlings when all you want is a warm meal and a soft bed, well, it makes you mad. Mad enough to kill these mangy creatures before you collapse from exhaustion. Of course, the vermlings have other plans. They gibber about wanting your coin and the meat on your bones. Nasty things, really. Best to ignore their ranting and end this quickly. Special rules. Make sure each character starting hand consists of the marked A cards, and the Vermling Raiders will act on initiative 50 each round. They will first move their base move value, and then, if a character is adjacent to them, attack for their base attack value 2. Everything you see here with a green can't go through there. It's blocked ways. And line of sight works as long as you don't run into a wall. So if you can draw a straight line, that's line of sight. Set this back down. And then we'll place our heroes. This moves up, I guess I can move up. These can go here. Initiative order. Oh, the red guard. Look at his cards real quick. Attack of 2, range of 2. Immobilize. Okay. 3, range of 2, attack of 2, immobilize, model. Heal 2, move 4, move, attack, attack, move. Attack 3, range 2. Okay. So I think the red guard's going to start here. And he'll start here. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Slide this over here. Slide this here. Oh, we need to place our bad guys. So one guy's going here, one guy's going here, one guy's going here, one guy's going here. So for these lines indicate 2-player game is the top line, a 3-player game is the second line, and a 4-player game is the bottom line, if you were to play all 4 characters. For solo, 2 characters is a lot. And the only other thing that's kind of a drawback from playing true solo is a lot of the table talk. Because when you're playing with 2 people, you're not really supposed to talk about initiative or what you're doing. You could talk in general terms, but... So what I like to do is I'll go one character here, then the next character. Once I put my cards down, I don't pick them back up to kind of go, oh, what did I pick my initiative? What was that again? So that kind of helps, because I forget things pretty quickly. So let's see, attack 3, range 3. I think that sounds pretty good. And then let's see, move 5. How about a move 4? Move 4. So these go here. Actually, I'll put them here. And these cards, these base A cards, if it'll focus here a second. There it goes. You'll see they have these little boxes here that kind of tell you what they are. And that's what the introductory cards do. They'll be like, oh, this is what this does, this is what that does. Okay, so alright. Oh, actually, let's put these over to the side. These will be my cards there. Okay. Red guard. Let's see. So these guys have a 50. Let's do an attack, and we'll do a move. These will go over here. These will go here. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Hatchet has a 25. Red guard has a 14. So the red guard will go first, the hatchet second, and the vermling raiders will all move third. So for the red guard, let's see here. Okay. So I think we're going to attack first. We're going to attack 3, range 2. So 1, 2, and our attack 3 plus 1 is 4. So we need these big ones don't need to be in there for a while. So that's a 3. What number is he? He's number 1. And a 4. Okay. So that was my first one. My second one, I'll move 3. And then I'll discard both of these. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Alright, now the hatchet. He will attack for 3, range 3. So 1, 2, 3. He'll attack for 3 plus 0. But that's still enough to wipe him off the board. Alright, and then for my second one, let me double check we're not doing experience points yet. I don't believe we are. I think that comes later. Damage and killing monsters. Yeah. So I do believe XP comes later. But I just want to be sure. Experience. Yeah, that comes later. Okay. And then, alright, so we attacked 3, range 3. And now we're going to do the bottom action, move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was the red guard and the hatchet. So now the vermling raiders, they will all move their base 1. You do the elites first, and then I believe 1, 2, 3 is going to be closer, so he'll go here, and he'll go, that's the only place he can go, so he'll go there. Alright, so, end of round. We did the first round, that's how it goes. Once the end of the initiative order is reached and all figures have taken their turn in a round, the round will end. At this time, if any attack modifier deck has flipped over a card with a shuffle icon, no, shuffle its discard pile back in the deck. Go ahead and play the next 2 rounds and monster turns, running through the rest of your cards. When you are out of cards in your hand at the end of the 3rd round, refer to the final section of Scenario 1 rulebooks to learn how to get your cards back. Okay. So, now we take our remaining 4 cards that we have, and we're going to play out the next 2 rounds. Alright. Double throw, that's good. And then... I think a move 5 will be good. That there, there. Okay, and then oops, wrong deck. Wrong deck. Attack 2, range 2, immobilize. Cannot move. Cannot move. I like that. So we'll do that. Move 4. How about he's gonna move? So I think we'll be okay with that. Alright. Move 4. I'll do that. Okay. Okay, so the red guard is an 87. He will go last. And the Hatchet, I believe, goes first with his 18. Yep. So Hatchet, then the Raiders, then the Red Guard. Okay. So, Hatchet's first card is going to be unreadable. Come on. There it goes. Attack 2, range 3, and I get to target 2. So as long as 2 targets... 1, 2, 3. These 2 are within range. So I'm going to double throw, and that's an attack of 2 plus 0. So I'm going to do 2 damage to each of number 5 and number 3. 3 gets 2 damage. 5 gets 2 damage. Okay, and then I will move 5. For my second action, I'll move 5. We'll discard those. 1, 2, and you don't have to move the full amount. 3, 4. You can move up to 5. Alright, so the Vermling Raiders are going to go. He will go here. He will go here. He will go here. And now the Red Guard will go. Let's attack 2, range 2, immobilize. So one enemy within 2 X's suffers 2 damage plus modifier, and then cannot move until the end of its next turn. And ranged attacks always get disadvantage, which means you draw 2 of these and you choose the lowest one. Advantage means you draw 2 and you pick the best one. I do believe. I could be very wrong. I get rules wrong. If you follow the channel, you know I get rules wrong. Alright, attack 2 plus a modifier. a -1. So we're going to attack for 1 on number 5. So he's up to 3 damage. And then we're going to move 4 for our other action. 1, 2, 3. And then I need to find an immobilize cube. There it is. He is immobilized until next turn, which means he won't move. Okay, so that was round 2. Everyone took their turn. There's no shuffle back in, so we're good. Maybe. We might have rushed in too far. We'll see. All right. Attack 3. Yeah, so he's gonna go there. I really don't have options. They both have 2 cards. I just have to know what I'm doing. I don't have a move, so he's pretty much okay. Jason enemy suffers 2 damage. Now there's nobody near me, so that's good. Alright, well, just have to figure it out. Alright, so 38 for the red guard, and the hatchet has a 24. So the hatchet, then the red guard, then the raiders. Let's see if we can't take out this elite. Attack 3, range 3, right? Or do I want to attack 3, all 3 of them, with 1 damage, and then move? Well, he can't move. He doesn't have any range, right? Right. So he's going to have a wasted turn. Alright. Attack 3, range 3. We're attacking this elite here. Attack 3, +0. Fast shuffle? Who knows? 3 damage. So we're up to 6 damage on the elite. Oh, hey now. And then move to 1. And then all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. So number 3 is going to take a damage. That bumps him up to 3 damage. He's 2 away from getting knocked out. And then the red guard will do nothing because there's nobody adjacent. Nobody adjacent. So nothing and nothing. I could heal, but everyone's at full health. So it's a wasted turn for the red guard because they can't use my basic move and basic attack. Okay. Now, these guys, he'll move. He's immobilized, and he will attack he will attack hatchet for 2 +0. So I'll take 2 damage down to 6. Okay. All right. Mobilize goes away. We're now completed with our rounds, so let's see what it says now. At the end of the 3rd round, all 6 of your ability cards should be in your discard pile, and you'll need to get them back to continue playing. You can get cards back from your discard pile by short resting. If a character has at least 2 cards in their discard pile, not just if their hand is empty, they may perform a short rest at the end of the round. When a character short rests, they take all the cards in their discard pile, shuffle them, and place 1 at random on the right side of the card in the lost pile. Given enough rounds, characters will run out of cards to play because they've lost too many through resting. If characters are unable to play 2 cards at the start of a round, that character becomes exhausted, as described here. Character reaches 0 on the hit point, they're exhausted, their figures are removed from the map, they no longer participate at the end of 0. Doesn't mean death. Always will be fully refreshed at the end of the scenario. If all characters become exhausted, then you lose the scenario. Okay. Scenario 1. That's if we complete it. So we know what to do. We're going to take a card at random. This is called a short rest. You take a card at random and you discard it to the lost pile, which means you can no longer use it the rest of the game. Or the scenario, not the game. That'd be intense. That wasted round from the red guard, that's what kind of makes this game brilliant, is you have to really plan out your turns. Oh boy. Alright. So, Hatchet. What does Hatchet want to do? Hatchet wants to kill that guy, I guess. But with what? These are all ranged attacks. So we'll do that, I guess. And we'll move. Yeah, I guess then we'll move. Or pick. Right, the red guard, where's their range? Attack 2 range. Alright. So the red guard is going first, I think, with a 14. And the hatchet has a 25. So red guard first. Then the hatchet, then the vermin raiders. Alright, so first we're going to do our attack 2, range 2, immobilize on the elite. So attack 2 plus -1. Okay, so 2 minus 1 is still 1, which puts him at 7. And then we're going to move 3. Oh, he's immobilized as well. We're going to move 3, but where 3 are we going to go? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, we'll attack 3 on this guy. 3 plus our modifier. Wow. That's 5. So, that guy's definitely gone. That would have been nice to do that another time, but alright. And then we're going to move 2 hexes away, and an adjacent enemy suffers 1 damage. So we'll move here, and number 2 will take 1 damage. Okay. So those were our turns, and now it's the Vermling Raiders. So he's immobilized. He will attack with modifier on hatchet. 2 minus 2 is 0. Great card to pull. Okay, so now we do the next. Okay. Let's see. Double throw, but it gives me disadvantage. All my attacks are ranged though. Attack 2, range 3, target 2. Alright, I think we're going to do that and that. Okay. With 1 card. 2, attack 3, range 2. Yeah, I think we want that, and then we want this for the low number. This should clear up the rest of the guys. I think Hatchet's going first at 24, and Red Guard is 38. So Hatchet's going first. Alright. Seven. Okay, let's do attack 3, range 3. That would definitely get rid of him. Attack 2. I know I can do this in one turn. Alright, let's do double throw. Attack 2, range 3, target 2. So first we're going to target this. I get disadvantage since I'm next to him. They're both -1. Okay. So 2 minus 1 is 1 on him. And then attack 2, range 3 on this, we're getting +0. So 2 on top of that. So he's 1 away. Oh, he's no longer immobilized. That's the end of his round. Okay. Well, I don't have a move, so I guess I did that wrong. Not being able to use basic stinks. Alright, let's do attack 3, range 2 on him. We're attacking for 3 plus -1, of course. That keeps him alive for another turn. He's at 4. And there's no enemies adjacent. So that's that. And that's that. Alright, so now they go. He's going to move 1 here. He's going to attack him for 2. -1 is 1. So that knocks us down from 6 down to 5. Okay. Okay. So now we need a short rest. Which means we'll shuffle these up. We're so close. So close on this one. Need a random one here. Okay. And then this. Shuffle the discard. There. Alright. Let's finish this off. I need a move. 1 there, 1 there. They're both down to 1 hit point. Alright. I think Hatchet's going to do his double throw. And that. So Hatchet first, then the Red Guard. Alright. So Hatchet's going to use his double throw. Attack 2, range 3, target 2. So he'll do the adjacent one first with disadvantage. Attack 2, -1. Oops, -1 is 1, but that's enough to get rid of him. And then his second one is double throw. Attack 2 plus modifier. Ooh, cancels out. Alright. And then he's going to move 4. So he'll move here, I guess. He'll move there. Alright. First we'll heal 2 on the hatchet. 1, 2. That's 7. And then we'll do an attack 3, range 2. Since this was our bottom move, we'll do our top move. Attack 3, range 2. Oh shoot, range 2. 1, 2. That is not. Yep, that ain't gonna work. Damn. Alright. Well, okay. So now the Vermling Raiders are going to go. He's going to move 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it doesn't matter. But I need him to be closer to the red guard. This red guard's got to move. I got to move. I got to move. Okay. Red guard's going to end this. The hatchet. Alright, whatever. Oh, this has a shuffle symbol, so we're going to shuffle all these back together. Ooh, hey. Okay. I believe the red guard is going first. Alright, we're going to move 3, 1, 2, and we're going to attack 2, plus the modifier. 0. That is enough. Take care of this guy. Okay, we won. Success. I do believe... I don't remember if you finish out a turn or not. I don't remember. If it ends right away, or if you get to finish out your rounds. I can't remember. That comes into play later when there's like loot and stuff you can go get. But that's it. We finished scenario 1. The red guard and the hatchet were victorious. A little bit of concluding text here. You wipe the blood of the last vermling from your face, and your thoughts return to the sleeping lion. Surely they've got a stew ready by now. It would be so perfectly warm and soothing, and it's right through that gate, so close you can already taste it. But then, another thought comes. It is highly unusual, brazen, really, for a pack of vermlings to operate this close to the city. Could they be behind the string of disappearances? It's a long shot, but one worth investigating, especially considering this ambush site doesn't look like their base of operations. There is probably a nest nearby, and with any luck, we'll have more information on the missing blacksmith. Oh, and treasure. Treasure would be nice. Okay, so that was scenario 1. Pretty straightforward. They didn't throw a lot of rules at you. Scenario 1 complete. Congratulations on completing scenario 1. Read the conclusion text we did and the scenario rewards. Yep, new location. So, scenario rewards, you can see here, new location. So now that unlocks that scenario, which, if we go to our map, if you are doing this for the first time, you put a sticker right here, line it up as best you can, and then I would check this with a pen, or with a dry erase, which I will do next time, and that's what unlocks for the next time. Okay, let's see. Also, because you successfully finished scenario 1, mark the white box and its sticker indicated it's complete. You cannot replace scenarios you have previously completed, unless you use a dry erase marker and you want to play this again. Which sometimes you might. Lastly, after each scenario, characters fully refresh, recovering all of their ability cards, removing any condition tokens, and returning their hit point dial to their maximum hit point value noted on the character map below the white 1, because you are level 1. Alright, so now we're getting into character sheets. Name your character, mark the 1 next to level 1. Level. It's to our level 1. All of the areas of the character will be covered in future scenarios. Card upgrades. So now we're going to retrieve our 2 level B cards, which are in these boxes. And I think in here. So we open this pack up. I gotta find level B. Okay. So now we have our level B cards, which do a little bit more advanced stuff, but we're adding those straight into the deck. These get put back into our little baggie here, put back into the box, and saved for later. Okay, we'll do the same with the red guard off camera. So now we have the 6 2A cards. Oh, we have to remove 2 of the level A cards of the same name. So we have to find close cuts. There's an A. Close cuts A, close cuts B. So removing A, we'll never use it again. And then center mass is here. So these are a little bit more advanced. They're the same idea, but this has now a push. We remove this. We won't use this the rest of the time we're playing this run through of Gloomhaven. Okay, scenario 1's done. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be doing each episode as a scenario. As to save processing time on my computer. My poor laptop cannot handle anything more than an hour, really. When you come back, we will have scenario 2. Scenario 3, scenario 4, all the way until we beat the whole game. There's about 25 scenarios, and we're going to do this as long as we can, or until we die so much that we get frustrated we throw in the trash. That won't happen, surely. Thank you for watching. Please leave any rules corrections in the comments. I learned from that greatly. Too Many Bones especially has a lot of intricate rules, but this, I think the first 5 scenarios we should be going through pretty scot-free. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, have a good one.